Here we go again. Here we go again. It never stops, man. It never stops. The attack on black men, the demonization, the degradation, the attempted devaluing of black men, it never stops. And they keep coming up with more creative ways to do it. Shout out to the Black Squad. I am Kenyatta Blaxk. Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna get straight into it. So I was scrolling like I do every day, you know. That's how I find my content for my reels. I just scroll, you know, and organically find content, you know. So I'm scrolling, and I run into this shit. And it immediately changed my mood, first of all. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe for a minute I forgot what planet I was on. Apparently, for a moment, I had forgotten I was a black man. I don't know. I don't know. You know, maybe for a moment I had let my guard down or something. Yeah. I came across this, and for some reason, it just, I don't know, it felt like I got sucker punched, man. I mean, you know, this, in case some of you don't know who this person is, she is a member of Black Lives Matter. You know, you can see her handle there at BLM 4DP, whatever the 4DP means. Father's Day is a white nationalist holiday and shouldn't be celebrated in the black community. Now let's just, you know, let's not just look at the surface of what's being said here. Let's really, you know, dissect what she's trying to do here. You know, this is it's an example, it's a good example of the old saying, you know, killing two birds with one stone. And really, in this case, you might even say three birds with one stone, right? Because, first of all, make no mistake, her main target here is not racism. The main target here is black men. And you know what? Not three birds, four birds with one stone. One, it's an attack on black men. Two, it's an attack on the white patriarchy. Three, it's an attempt to once again play victim. Nobody does the victim Olympics better than they do. And four, it's also an attack on the nuclear family. Again, let's run it back because that's a lot that I'm telling you, if you don't pay attention, you miss it sometimes when these people speak. If you don't pay attention, you'll miss it. Not only is this an attack on black men, it's also an attack on the white patriarchy. It's also an attempt at playing the victim Olympics. And it's also an attack on the nuclear family. Father's Day shouldn't be celebrated in the black community. Why should Father's Day not be celebrated in the black community? Is it because you, like so many other black women, are still trying to perpetuate this lie that's already been exposed, that black men don't take care of their children? And let's take a little trip back into time. We don't have to go back too far. I believe this was about 2020, 2021 when that study became common knowledge. You know, when the CDC, I don't believe they released the study in 2020, 2021. I believe they have released it a few years before, but it didn't circulate enough to where, black men in particular got a hold of it and really started circulating it to expose the lie once and for all, right? I believe it was about 2020, 2021 when the study that the CDC did on, they did a study on fathers based on, or delineated by race. And lo and behold, come to find out, black men are more involved in their children's lives than any other group of men. Now, you can go and Google the study for yourself. Google CDC. Matter of fact, let's see if we can find it real quick. Okay, well, here we have give you a brief summary of the findings of the CDC here. According to the CDC, black fathers are more involved with their children than other groups, as shown in the following statistics. Okay, so it was 2013 when the study was done. In 2013, 70% of black fathers who lived with their children bathed, dressed, changed, or helped their children use the toilet every day, compared to 60% of white fathers and 45% of Hispanic fathers. Meals. 78% of black fathers ate meals with their children every day, compared to 74% of white fathers and 64% of Hispanic fathers. Transportation. 27% of black fathers took their children to or from activities every day, compared to 20% of white fathers. Homework. 41% of black fathers helped their children with homework every day, compared to 29% of Hispanic fathers and 28% of white fathers. The CDC also found that the percentage of non-Hispanic black fathers with non-marital first births declined from 77% in the 1980s to 66% in the 2000s. Now, you can go and read the entire, you can go and read the study in its entirety for yourself. But that there was a brief summary study. Black dads more involved in activities with their children than other groups. See, because a lie has been told, a grand lie. And that grand lie is that black men don't take care of their children. And who is it that told that lie? The black woman told that damn lie. The black woman told that damn lie. She knew it was a lie when she told it. And she knows it's a lie today when she continues to tell it. And here's how you know they know it's a damn lie. Remember back in remember back when that lie was exposed, right? Right when that study that the CDC did, exposing the fact that not only do black men take care of their children, but lo and behold, black men are actually more involved in the lives of their children than other groups of men. Do you guys remember, especially black men, were you paying attention? Remember, as soon as that lie was exposed, black women jumped on the internet and started telling another lie. Does anybody remember what the lie was? What the new lie was? Black women are unprotected. We're not protected. Protect black women. Remember that? As soon as this lie that black men don't take care of their children was exposed, they immediately pivoted and tried to take attention off the fact that their lie had been exposed and now draw everybody's attention to this new lie that they were telling. Remember that? So yeah, that's so one, this is an attack on black men. And two, it's an attack on the, white patriarchy. She says Father's Day is a white nationalist holiday. That, in part what she's attacking there is, the white patriarchy, their whole decentering men movement that they're foolishly undertaking. I'm sorry, it's not possible to decenter men from a society and civilization that we built, we shaped, and we maintain. And unless you're an anarchist, you wouldn't want to do that. Because should you actually achieve your goal, the society and civilization will fucking crumble, you idiot. Yeah, let's decenter. I mean, they're morons, man. Let's decenter the builders of civilization. Let's decenter the people who maintain our civilization. Men. You realize if every man, my God, if every man in America didn't go to work for a week, this country would go to shit. And then, of course, the, again, like I said, the victim Olympics, finding racism under every rock, behind every corner. And don't get me wrong, there is racism in this society, absolutely. How could there not be? America was built on racism. Racism is part of the fabric of America, and the racism is still systematic. There's absolutely no denying that. Only a fool or a liar would try to deny that. But much like the Democratic Party, which, Black Lives Matter basically is in one of the arms of the Democratic Party. The Black Lives Matter wants to use racism as a tool of fear mongering. In 2024, all the scared Negroes should be dead. Shouldn't be any more scared Negroes walking around here. There damn sure shouldn't be no more scared Negroes of the foundational Black American lineage. Because we happen to be the only group of Black people on the planet that actually fight racism, stand up to white supremacy and white supremacists. Now, looking at this chick here, can't really tell, where her lineage might go back to. But, like I said, and I'll stand on that, all the scared Negroes, in 2024, all the scared Negroes should be dead. Shouldn't be no more scared Negroes running around here, scared of racism. You can't use the threat of racism to scare me. And then 4, the attack on the nuclear family. In part of the, whole decentering men ideology, you've got this, this statement here. Father's Day is a white nationalist holiday and shouldn't be celebrated in the Black community. You have a problem with fathers. And Black Lives Matter has a problem not only with fathers. Black Lives Matter has a problem with men in general, with Black men in general, straight Black men to be specific. Because remember when Black Lives Matter first emerged on the scene, and I believe it was their, if you went online and read their, what's it called, their charter or whatever the hell, there wasn't a single mention of Black men anywhere in it. There wasn't a single mention of Black men anywhere in it, and when you read it, it made it clear as day that their focal point was on women and children. And then, when we learned who the leaders of this Black Lives Matter organization were, it started to make more sense. 3 Black lesbians. And then it began to make more sense why it seemed as though these people had a problem with the nuclear family. And obviously nothing's changed. And now lately with the, Daniel Penny situation, Black Lives Matter has emerged again. And last I remember, they were calling for violent protests. I don't know. I guess they were trying to check the temperature and test the waters and see if anybody was going to run out there and actually, follow their orders. It's like, man, come on, man. It's 2024. Anybody out here supporting Black Lives Matter, again, you're either politically disingenuous or you're a damn fool. You either have an obvious agenda. Put it this way, actually. You either have an obvious agenda or you are a fool if you support Black Lives Matter. Why are you supporting a feminist slash LGBT slash woke organization masquerading as a black organization. This is a feminist slash LGBT slash woke, I might even go a step further, say slash anarchist organization masquerading as a black organization. Who the hell in their right mind is going to support that shit? Especially if you're black, you should be offended that this organization that has absolutely nothing to do with you is trying to use you to further its own fucking agenda. You should be offended by Black Lives Matter. Not by the statement Black Lives Matter. Because see, that's how they got you. What was that? Back in 2020? That's how they got you back in 2020. See, that phrase, Black Lives Matter. How could you not want to support an organization that proclaims Black Lives Matter? Of course Black Lives Matter. Initially, you want to run out and support that. Of course. See, that's how they got you. They got you with that damn name. Look a little deeper and you find out, oh, you people don't give a damn about black people at all. Especially not black men. And damn sure not straight black men. Look a little deeper. So I started to, really just sit back and think for a second. And I just come to the conclusion that, what's that chick's name? What's that chick's name? She don't like me either. She was on my page. She was on my Facebook page for like a month. It was something I posted, she didn't like it, and came in the comments. Art Kathy, that's her name, Art Kathy. Y'all know, if you're familiar with Art Kathy, you probably remember a video she did a long time ago, where she was saying 80% of black women really don't like black men. Now, at the time she said it, I agreed with her then, right? So it's not like I didn't agree with her at the time, but now fast forward to 2024 and I'm like, damn, I think she was right. No, I agreed with her when she said it. But this just took me back to the statement. And I can't help but just, because you got to ask yourselves, fellas, you got to ask yourselves, why is it that the collective of black women are so quiet when black women like this Miranda woman say shit like this? Why is it that the collective of black women are so quiet? Say, every Father's Day, you've got all these millions of black women, wishing themselves and other single mothers happy Father's Day, all for the purpose of trying to antagonize black men, black fathers. Black women don't really say much about that. But I think a better example of it. Matter of fact, I can show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Yeah, we're going there. We are going there tonight. We're going there tonight. Cynthia G. Cynthia G. The Bayang herself. I don't even feel like roasting her. I don't even feel like roasting her. And for the real Black Squad members, you know I'm in a serious fucking mood if I don't feel like roasting somebody. I'm always in a mood to roast somebody. I don't even feel like roasting right now. We're gonna stick to the script. We're gonna stick to the issue. Cynthia G is a better example of, again, when I think back to Art Caffey's statement, where, she was basically warning black men, saying, look, brothers, y'all need to wake up. 80% of these sisters do not like you. I think about that statement, and then I think about how Cynthia G was able to run rampant on YouTube for what, 5, 6, 7 years straight, spewing all sorts of hatred and vitriol at black men every time she cammed up. Where was the condemnation from black women? Where was the condemnation from the collective of black women, or even a sizable number of black women? And for those of you who aren't familiar with Cynthia G, well, first of all, I want to know what rock you've been hiding under. But for those of you who are not familiar with Cynthia G, I wrote down some of Cynthia's attributes there. 1, raging feminist. I mean, raging. 2, anti-black male misandrist. This woman absolutely despises black men. And she despises black men because of number 3, confirmed daddy issues. If you guys don't remember, a few years ago when Cynthia G had a conversation with the angry man, the angry man is the strag whisperer. The angry man is the strag whisperer, bruh. He gonna pull it out of him. And Cynthia actually admitted in that conversation that she has issues with her father, or issues with men stemming back to her father. Her father was heavily addicted to drugs. And obviously because of that, wasn't the best father, wasn't around like that. So obviously that is at the root of her lunacy. And 4, this woman, she is the woman who started the abort black male babies movement. This woman was on YouTube for 5, 6, 7 years straight, advocating the abortion of black male babies, telling black women And mind you, when this woman's channel got taken down finally, she had over 200,000 subscribers. Cynthia G was not a little thing. Now, for those of you who don't know, if you're a YouTuber with 200,000 subs, pretty much every time you leave your house and go somewhere, somebody's going to recognize you. Somebody's going to recognize you. If you guys listen to these YouTubers, how they, these YouTubers who've got 100,000, 200,000 or more subscribers, when they actually talk about, their interaction with the public, basically, when they go out and, go about their daily lives, they get recognized almost every time they leave the fucking house. So Cynthia G was not a little thing. Cynthia G was a big deal. She had a little over 200,000 subs when her channel got taken down. And this woman was telling black women that the solution was to eliminate black men, and that the way to eliminate black men was to, upon finding out you were pregnant, to then find out, wait the 3 months, I believe it is, to find out the gender of the child, and if the child is a male, abort it. This woman was calling for genocide openly on YouTube for 5, 6, 7 years straight. Was there ever condemnation from a collective of black women? And wait a minute, because I know I've got some new listeners. And I know some of you are not familiar with the black manosphere space, or maybe the black side of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So don't take my word for it. Check this out.
Cynthia G has been banned from YouTube, but most of us are sitting here wondering, how did that come about? Who was responsible for it? And for me to do the research today, I'm gonna have to act like I'm Inspector Gadget to try to find out what really happened in this case. Now, of course, there have been some other people, YouTuber Storm Monroe, who believes he has an idea as to who is responsible for getting Cynthia G terminated.
Her second channel actually got terminated, as you guys know by now. People are talking about it, and her haters are rejoicing at the end of the day. As you guys know, this is not the first time a YouTube channel of Cynthia G's has been terminated, but somebody is on her ass, right? I can't tell y'all all of our private conversations, but I'm just gonna say somebody has it out for her, and I have a feeling I know who it is, but I can't say it for certain, right? But somebody is particularly behind this.
But see, Storm Monroe doesn't reveal who or what the entity is responsible for the deletion of Cynthia G. But then I ended up getting an email, and it comes from this subscriber who shall remain nameless. It says, ODJ, they're saying this article was the catalyst to Cynthia G getting booted off YouTube for good. Reference Dennis Sperling. So Dennis Sperling somehow found this article, and when you click on it, it goes to a blog. The blog is called Ars Technica, and the name of this article is called Profiting Off Racism, channel calling for aborting black pregnancies temporarily restricted by YouTube. And it is written by Ashley Bellinger. When I click on that picture, I see Ashley Bellinger. Ashley is a senior policy reporter for Ars Technica, dedicated to tracking social impacts of emerging policies in new technologies. So we can see that that person is Caucasian. But let's go back into what the article says. And the article says this: sad music! YouTube has removed one video and stopped monetizing YouTube influencer Cynthia G's channel after finding that the account repeatedly violated YouTube's policies by posting videos over the past 2 years that accumulated tens of thousands of views by calling for black abortions. The decision came after an ARS reader asked ARS to investigate why these videos do not violate YouTube's community guidelines. Can I get a dun 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 sound effect, Dima? The article continues. Hitchcock music! The video that YouTube removed was titled, "If Aborting Black Males Isn't the Solution, What Is?" It was posted in November 2021 and as of last week still qualified for ad monetization. In the video, Cynthia G said that a lot of people considered the solution to be something horrible that is genocidal and provided a racist justification saying that the only way to counter black male violence is to eliminate black men. Stop the show. Wow, this is a white lady who has put together this article in a magnificent way. And I want to give her a shout out for that. And for those people who believe that black men are behind flagging Cynthia G or removing her content, clearly we are seeing from arstechnica.com, it doesn't seem to be the case. However, we continue. YouTube did not remove other videos flagged by ARS on the same topic or ours. One video titled, "Do Black Women Benefit from Birthing Black Males?" directs hate at black male children because they turn into black male adults, which equals the enemy of black women, and advocates for black women to abort male fetuses. Because if we don't give birth to them, then they don't exist. Can I get a dun 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 sound effect? Another video title, "Should we continue to give birth to them?" similarly suggests the best path to eliminate black men is for black women to eliminate them through your womb. According to YouTube, the removed video violated the platform's hate speech policy, which prohibits content that promotes violence or hatred against individuals based on protected attributes, including claims that groups or individuals are mentally inferior based on attributes such as race. Also, article music! YouTube did not clarify why the videos that remained online do not violate community guidelines, instead providing ARS with the statement, "We issued a strike to the channel Cynthia G for violating our hate speech policy and suspended monetization on this channel following repeated violations of our YouTube partner program policies." And when you look at this particular reader comments, it's 118, which a lot of them, in my honest opinion, I don't probably feel like they are black. It appears that many of these people are concerned humans from all communities. And I really just want to deal with this whole idea that black men are behind this. And I do, thank Ars Technica for, coming to the issue and to the defense of black men, which shows me this. As much as black men disliked Cynthia G, black men still had the no snitching policy and most likely were not so serious about reporting these videos. But we can see on October 11, 2023, that these group of people wanted her channel to be knocked down. And
shout out to O'Shea Du Jackson, first of all. Fair use, brother, fair use. I needed the newcomers to see that, because I know there's a few newcomers who are not familiar with who Cynthia G is. So, needed you to see that for yourselves. But the main thing you should have taken away from that clip of O'Shea's is, what I really wanted you to see was the fact that after this woman, Cynthia G, spent 5, 6, 7 years running around YouTube advocating for the abortion of black male babies, ultimately it was a white woman that got her kicked off of YouTube. Not a concerned black woman. Not a black woman who was disgusted that another black woman would even think that way and have the nerve to advocate for something like that. Nope. Nope. A white woman. I don't know how to feel about that. I still don't know how to feel about that. This happened like a year ago. I still don't know how to feel about it. That it took a white woman to remove Cynthia G from YouTube. But you want to know something else that's disturbing. What else is disturbing is if we compare Cynthia G to a Cooking with Kaya. Specifically, if we compare the response and reaction of black women, how did black women respond and react to Cynthia G versus how did black women respond and react to Cooking with Kaya? Again, I'm brought back to the statement that Art Kathy made. She said 80% of these sisters do not like you. What she was really saying was 80% of these sisters hate you. Well, let's look at it. What what does Cooking with Kaya do? Well, of course she cooks. She cooks. And she suggests that women should cook for their man. Remember she would say, you better cook for your man before I do. She even, I remember seeing one clip where she flat out said, you need to get in that kitchen. One day you're gonna be a mother. One day you're gonna be a wife. I'm trying to get you in that kitchen. So she was telling these other women they need to get in the kitchen and cook too. 3, Kaya is pleasant and friendly. But 4, her greatest crime, a treasonous crime where the black sisterhood is concerned, she makes black men happy. You see how black men were responding to Cooking with Kaya? Did you see the videos that it was young brothers, older brothers singing her little theme song, Cooking with Kaya, Cooking with Kaya. Yeah, I seen this one video. It was this young brother, and he's singing her little theme song, Cooking with Kaya, Cooking with Kaya. Had the biggest smile on his face. Now let's compare how black women responded to Cynthia G to how they responded to Cooking with Kaya. Cynthia G, like I've repeated so I can bring it on home right here. Cynthia G ran rampant on YouTube for 5, 6, 7 years advocating for the abortion of black male babies, spewing all sorts of hatred, vitriol toward black men. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. All right, my bad, y'all. I made a rookie mistake. Before I start my video, I'm supposed to go into the trash and delete everything that's in the trash to free up as much space as possible so that that little bubble doesn't pop up in the middle of while I'm recording my video. I know that. I know better. You know what I'm saying? Rookie mistake, y'all. My bad. So, where was I? Yeah. So, again, the comparison. This woman, Cynthia G, ran all over YouTube 5, 6, 7 years advocating for the abortion of black male babies. And for 5, 6, 7 years, her channel and her message was allowed to find soil. The seed of her message was able to find soil and flourish for 5, 6, 7 years. And it took a white woman. In the end, it took a white woman to get Cynthia G banned from YouTube. In contrast, Cooking with Kaya, a young sister who was cooking, and she was doing a little dance, doing a little shimmy, putting on a little show for the fellas, critiquing other women, specifically black women, calling them out, basically, suggesting they need to get their lazy, trifling behinds in the kitchen and cook something for their man. She's pleasant. She's friendly. She's fit. Got a nice, natural body. And black women saw how drawn black men were to her, and how in a lot of cases in the videos I've seen, I would say giddy over this girl. They saw that this young, pretty, friendly, attractive girl made black men happy. And what did black women do? In a short month, they got that girl kicked off of TikTok. In a short month. So again, I'm taking back to that statement that Art Kathy made. She said 80% of them sisters, 80% of these sisters don't like you. Me personally, right? I'm no longer single. Been in a relationship now for 6 years. Going on 7 years now, matter of fact. And I'm good where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm good where I'm at. But if I were single, right? And it's crazy. But if I were single, there is no way in hell I would date a black woman. I wouldn't even waste my time. Are there some good sisters out there? Of course. I got one. So I know there's some good sisters out there. You know how long it took me to find the one I got? You know how long it took me to find the one I got? You know what the hell I had to go through? Do you have any idea the mountain of trash I had to dig through to find the diamond? Now, for the sake of the discussion, if my current relationship were to fail, and I found myself back on the dating market, there's no way in hell I'm gonna go digging through that mountain of trash again in an effort to find another diamond. I know there's another diamond in there. I know there's another diamond in there because the one I got can't be the only one. I know there's another diamond in that mountain of trash over there. But I'll be damned if I dig through that mountain of trash again. I'll be damned. And this is the black man's burden. You, the black woman. The black woman is the black man's burden. A lot of these brothers they can't bring themselves to say it. I'm gonna say it. You, the most disloyal group of women on the planet, the hardest group of women on the planet to get along with. And you know, I wish that y'all would just come clean. Just come clean and profess and proclaim your hatred for us openly and publicly. So see, you won't do that. And the reason you won't do that is because one of the characteristics of one of the characteristics of an abuser one of the characteristics of an abuser and a narcissist is they never want their victim to move on and be happy. Mainly for two reasons. One, because simply put, they hate you so much. They want you to be miserable. They want you to be destroyed. They don't want to see you have anything, let alone happiness. Hell no. And then two, they don't want to see you move on because they know that if you move on and find better, it will highlight and prove that they were the problem, not you. So they'll never just, at least not in large numbers. You know, you'll have your Cynthia G's, but in large number, openly and publicly, no. They won't do it. They won't do it. And another reason they won't do it is because if they were to do that openly and publicly in large numbers, you know, as a collective, where are they going to go now? Because these other men don't want them, and they know they don't. So out of some sense of, at this point, I have to say misguided loyalty, out of some sense of obligation, a sense of peoplehood, of course, black men, for the most part, are still, you know, that, you know, loyal, like loyal hound dogs. Like a faithful hunting dog by their owner's side. Still attached to this woman who has never been your woman. Shout out to the angry man. I don't want to act like that's not the angry man's concept, but it's true. She's never been your woman. She is not your woman. She wasn't your woman during slavery. She wasn't your woman after. She was not brought here to be your woman. But you know, I think I've said enough. I think I've said enough. You know, speaking of burden, you know, recently there was a loser, a fucking loser named Kamala Harris, who personally I have nominated for the 2024 Loser of the Year, who once said, you know what, I really wasn't. She once said a bunch of word salad, as she always does, about being unburdened by what has been. We are now unburdened by what is this bitch talking about? Thank God we don't gotta hear that word salad for 4 fucking years. Oh my God. While she ran the country into the ground. Jesus Christ, thank God we dodged that bullet. But anyway. I am choosing to be unburdened. I can't believe I'm using a Kamala Hot Pants Harris quote, but I am choosing to be unburdened by what has been, black man. And black man, it is time for you. It is time for you, black man, to be unburdened by what has been. What has been What has been hell? What has been a waste of time? What has been nothing but pure frustration? Trying to find some common ground with the enemy in your bed. Black man, it is time for you to be unburdened by what has been. Whatever it is you got to do, if you got to get your passports, if you simply want to go SYSBM, I believe you need to do that. I wholeheartedly believe you need to do that. Because we can't keep doing this. I am Kenyatta Blaxk. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, and there will be a next time, remember, bands will make them dance. But these hands will change your face. Deuces.